concentrations of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere are at historically high levels. Global temperatures are rising. Seas are warming, expanding, and rising. Even if all burning of fossil fuels were to stop immediately, sea levels would continue to rise. Boston, London, Miami, New Orleans, New York, Osaka, and countless other cities and coastal areas around the world will be inundated. Stopping extreme sea level rise will not happen if emissions from burning fossil fuels are not brought to near zero and carbon dioxide levels allowed to decrease. That is job one. Burning of fossil fuels must end as soon as possible. We should also attend to a job two. Concurrent with ending greenhouse gas emissions, mitigation of damage caused by rising seas could be achieved if melting of glaciers and ice sheets were slowed. Is job 2 sensible and attainable? Actually, it makes perfect sense to protect coastal areas by stopping sea level rise at the place where ice is melting and adding water into oceans at an increasing rate. Wind-driven currents and tides of warm sea water penetrate bases of glaciers that rest partially on rocky coastal lands in western Antarctica. Melting of glacial ice from the bottom up reduces friction between the glaciers and land. That allows rapid slipping of the glaciers into the sea, where they melt and contribute to global sea level rise. Because Antarctica contains about 90% of the world's freshwater ice, rapid melting of ice in Antarctica constitutes the greatest threat of extremely high sea levels. We propose sea level rise that has been proclaimed unstoppable can actually be stopped by using abundant resources in Antarctica to slow rapid melting of ice. Those resources are 1. Energy from winds in the Antarctic region, which are the strongest winds on the planet. 2. Sea water that can be cooled by an atmosphere that is the coldest on Earth. The project design specifies strategically located injection wells to be drilled downward into spaces underneath a glacier, and used to convey cooled sea water down and under the glacier. The flow of cooled sea water will flush back out to sea the warm sea water that has been acting to melt the glacier from below. For example, collapse of Pine Island Glacier in Antarctica has been declared by scientists as unstoppable. Robust pumping of cooled sea water will save it from collapse. A mass of cooled sea water, strategically pumped into the space under the glacier in the area of high movement shown by dark red, will serve as a barrier to penetration by warm sea water. Stopping rapid melting of the glacier from below will slow rapid slipping of the glacier and its melting into the sea. Extreme sea level rise can be averted if rapid melting of Antarctica ice is stopped during the time when humans are working to stop climate change.